sharper. Clark at backward point there and getting the run out of Saywag, the important wicket. How good was that?
Yeah, it was an amazing piece of fielding. I'm not sure if he actually focused in on our fielding coach at the time, but I was sitting near him and he threw his cup of coffee up in the air and things jumping up and down all over the place over there he was. But I mean, that's the reason we practice. That's the reason we do all our hard work, to be able to pull off things like that. And yeah, Michael Clark works as hard as anybody on his fielding.
Full toss again. They're going to get a single for it. I bet Youngie would have been all over that, the fielding coach, that is for sure. Getting back to you, how is the back, and talk us through why you are missing this.
Yeah, well, obviously a bit of a carryover from Adelaide the other day with my batting down there. I just put a disc out in my back and all the muscles around it sort of tightened up and went into spasm, and the last few days I've been trying my best to get the muscles to relax and settle down a bit. But look, I had a hit yesterday at training and felt okay, so I thought I'd come down this morning and give it a bit more of a test, and yeah, it just wasn't quite there. And as you know, we've got the start of the one-day series, Commonwealth Bank series on Sunday, so I just wanted to give myself the best chance of being right for that game.
Now, how's Noffers look for you? He's having a fantastic summer, as we all know. Wickets, runs and dismissals in general. How's he going to fit into this side?
Yeah, well, he's had an amazing domestic season, there's no doubt about that, in both forms of the game. I think he's second leading wicket taker probably, and probably Queensland's leading run scorer for the year, so he's had an amazing domestic competition, and he took 3 for 20, I think, in his first game at the Wacker. So he's come on in leaps and bounds this season, and there's a nice start there.
And I guess we've seen it already in this particular wicket. The MCG looks quite dry, and they're going to bring more than just the basic pace and short ball. They're going to need slow balls and everything on show tonight. Yeah,
well, especially when the women played obviously the game before us this afternoon, and that's dried the wicket out a little bit. And as always happens here in Melbourne, the later the game goes on, the more the wicket slows down, and the more the slower bowlers and spinners really come into their own. So you're going to need all sorts of changes of pace here tonight, I think. And there's another great piece of fielding from one of the fast bowlers, Nathan Bracken, getting down there and mid-on. Fantastic.
That is awesome stuff. Now, 4 for 23, is that as chaotic and disastrous as it seems in 2020, or is it recoverable?
No, it is recoverable because the game's so short. So India now, I'm sure, we're just trying to get some sort of partnership going here, keep themselves in the game a little bit. If they kept going slogging as they have been from the start here and lose another couple of wickets, then the game's pretty much over. So they'll try and consolidate here for a moment. As you find out, the more of these games you play, you've actually got a little bit more time than you think as a batsman.
That's over the top as well. Another 4. They go to 27. So the big shots are certainly happening. Punter, thanks for your time.
No worries, Hills. I'll probably talk again later at some stage, mate.
Beauty. We go back to the commentators.
Thanks, Hills. And a big thank you to Ricky Ponting there, sharing his thoughts and letting us know what his back's like. Obviously not ideal at the moment. First one day for Australia in a couple of days' time, trying to get themselves into some sort of form for that series. So far they're doing very well. Ashley Noffke, the bowler at the moment, is in good form. Excellent year for Queensland so far, and as Ricky Ponting said, in both forms of the game.
I'm not sure that was a great piece of bowling. Having said that, Tub, I think when you got your fine leg up and you've got a team 4 for 20, the halfway down isn't going to do the job all that often. He was lucky that he got away with the fine edge rather than it ending up into the stand somewhere. But the skipper hasn't done too much wrong. He's walking on air at the moment.
Look at this mean look he's got these days. He's gone for the short hair back look, hasn't he? I think O'Lara might have said, get your hair cut a bit shorter. Look at it, looks mean.
It's a good call, that. Talk about quicks bowling short balls, mate. You ever try to tell a fast bowler not to bowl a short ball? A bit tough, I can tell you.
No, I agree. Just looking at the skipper there, he's gone from the pretty boy to the tennis ball. He's got a bit of napper about it. That is a bit of fuzz.
Remember the first one day ever got picked for? He was meant to be in Coffs Harbour playing for New South Wales. He gets selected. He chopped all his hair off like that. Hated it and didn't want to go and play because he thought, I can't go on air looking like this. Can't be shown with a hairstyle. He's gone back to it. Can you believe it? 4 for 30.
Well, 6 overs have been bowled here. India 4 for 30 after winning the toss and batting. The reason I make a point of the 6 overs being bowled means that the field restrictions are now eased on the Australians. They're only allowed 2 men out for the first 6 overs. They now can have 5. They only need to keep 4 men inside that circle, and that's all they have got. Obviously, that excludes the bowler and the keeper.
Oh, yes, Jimbo.
James Hopes is the new bowler replacing Brett Lee. He bowled 3 quick overs, 1 for 13.
To add to the Indians' woes, I'm not sure this is a great surface, I've got to be honest, to bat on. I don't think the ball's quite coming on, and if you're going to get your hands through the ball and get it over the top in 2020 style, you really need the pitch to be good. And I think they're battling a bit at the moment. That one hit very high on the splice. Just not sure that timing is going to come easily for the batsman tonight.
Put that through, just be a single. Now, what about Dinesh Karthik then, JB? What's his excuse then? You can't really blame the pitch, can you, when you get bowled on a full toss?
Yeah, I think he's only got himself to blame there. Mind you, it did come through like a freight train at 155, and I don't blame any batsman for missing something at that speed.
Yeah, the full toss can be so hard to track because you're used to seeing the ball come off the pitch. Now, you should be watching the ball, but at that sort of pace, and when you're trying to hit it where he was trying, it's hard to hit the ball.
At the moment, Dhoni and Sharma just working the ball around. So Ricky Ponting said the last thing they can afford at this stage is to lose another couple of quick ones. They'll try and post some sort of total. Still 14 overs remaining, and as Ricky Ponting said in that interview, there's a lot more deliveries than you expect. You tend to go out there thinking you need to score a 4 off every ball. It's not quite as easy as all that. That's right, through him. Oh, put the knocker on him. He was working the singles until that one, and now he's lost his off stump. And I get the feeling that India might be losing the plot. 5 for 32. We love you, but we're Indian. A lot of people say that right around the world. It's loved right around the world, and it will be missed. We love their cricket. Loved watching Adam Gilchrist over the last, about 9 years, I suppose, in international cricket.
I suppose the good thing is that he's announced it early, so we have all these one-dayers to follow to celebrate a career and to watch him still perform, as I'm sure he will. But Irfan Pathan, the new batsman, need runs. And that's a good start. He'll come back for at least 2. But it's at this point they've got to play some sensible cricket here. Still plenty of overs, so these two have got to get a partnership going.
Back on to Gilly for a second. It's been a phenomenal career, but I tell you the thing I've loved about it the most is we see the wicket cross the line and crashing into the off stump. He's been a selfless cricketer, Adam Gilchrist. He has never, ever put himself before the team cause, and it's to his credit.
Good start for James Hopes, 4 on a wicket from his over 5 for 34.
India 5 for 34 after 7 in all sorts of trouble. It's been a disciplined and quality performance from the Australians, but they're on the ropes at the moment as we get rid of Mark Taylor and we welcome Tony Greig.
Thank you very much. What a